So, Harry, if you want, we can just start by talking about Slovenia.
Yes, so earlier today, not out of the blue, it was announced yesterday that it'd be announced today that Raiven has been confirmed to be representing Slovenia at Eurovision 2024 in MALMÖ. Many Eurovision fans will be very familiar with Raiven. She has participated in Slovenia's, I guess, ex-national final now because they've not done it for 2 years. EMA. They'll probably say they're doing it again next year, then switch again, like they've done the last couple of years. But she's
They
taken
almost
part.
renamed it, but
Yeah, it's one of those where I think they're just going to do the national final, and then if they get a really good artist or song, they're like, no, scrap the national final, just have this win. No,
Yeah, a little bit like France, I think, in the last couple of years. A little bit like France in the last couple of years.
Yeah, a little bit like France, I suppose, yeah. But anyway, so Raiven has taken part in EMA Slovenia's national final 3 times in 2016 it's definitely 2016, 2018, and 17 and 2019. I know 2019 is correct. That one you don't have to correct me on comments. And she's actually come very close to winning in all of them. She came second in her first attempt, third in her second attempt. This is not going to sound confusing at all. And second in her third attempt in 2019 with Chaos is the most recent one and the one I'm most familiar with. Yes, that song. So yeah, very well-known artist amongst Eurovision fans, and this has got a lot of buzz. People are very excited to see Raiven finally get her chance to represent Slovenia.
Yeah, and from the preview that the Eurovision Song Contest main accounts shared, it's gonna look pretty magical and witchy, right, Sanja?
Yeah, there's a whole legend about it. The song has, I'm very optimistic about the whole story because there's a whole story behind the song, the whole concept. So it's actually based on, the song is called Veronica, and it tells the story, a legend about Veronica from Desinich, which is actually placed in Croatia. So it tells the story about the young lady Veronica who seduced or to say fell in love with a guy who was the son of the count from Slovenia, and he was of course married. And there was a problem because one day he was doing his business and riding a horse, and he met a beautiful Veronica, and they fell in love and they escaped in Slovenia and secretly married. But the drama turned on when his father found out that his son did that. And he sent his soldiers to capture the lovers, and he was captured in a tower in Celje in Slovenia, and she was captured and imprisoned in Croatia in the castle of Veliki Tabor. And he organized a whole trial to prove that she's a witch who seduced his son, because he cannot be guilty. No, she must be a witch. So the judges wanted to announce that love is not a crime, as polygyno, I would say. But old guy killed her anyway. And he embedded her dead body in a castle of Veliki Tabor. So great and very interesting story to me. And if we get elements of harp, which Raiven is playing, then that's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. Something that we never experienced from Slovenia or any countries in the region, I think, from
I cannot recall. Yeah.
No, harp's a very unique instrument in Eurovision. So unique, I can't think of an example when it was used, but I'm sure it has been. So.
No, but like just a main reference that some guys from Twitter actually were, or X. I will never call it X, but I will call it Twitter. It's the real name. From Twitter were saying it's the last thing that we can recall about witches or something like this in this kind of traditional way of seeing witches or seeing magic was in Benidorm Fest the first year with Tanchugueiras, no, their song. It was some guys did that connection. I just wanted to point it out. So really good story. I love this kind of things because I'm gonna graduate in history, so I really love historical things brought up with modern and contemporary music. So I really like this.
Well, I know that the song will be released on January the 20th. So it's a Saturday, so whether they do it in a similar way to the way they did Joker Out's reveal, where they have a big show beforehand and then reveal the song at the end, possibly that's the case, but I know for a fact it's the 20th at the end. Thank you, Ryan Bailey. It'll be interesting to see. And you know what, when it comes to this sort of witch style and, you know, modern witch and this contemporary feel, while I'm hit or miss with Raiven's style because she is so diverse in her songs, if there's anyone that can pull off this mythical element mixed in with modern style, I do believe it is Raiven.
Yes, I have to say that I am really intrigued by in general, I really like the mixture between traditional kind of seeing and interpreting music and contemporary beats and pop beats. So I like when artists try to bring something new to Eurovision but connected to their traditions and stories. It's I think the most important ways through which we can actually share the importance of our cultures and unite us together. So I really like when artists bring themselves but also connecting them to their traditions and their own present as well. So constructing these kind of bridges between past and present.